Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to Palm Beach Gardens High School here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Day 2 of the Palm Beach County Sports Commission Holiday Basketball Classic. Your Assumption Rockets are going to battle the Dutchtown Bulldogs. Dutchtown from Georgia. Got the Georgia Bulldogs, the mascot, red and black. You even got their D in the same shape as the Georgia G. Starting lineups for the Rockets will be Sexton, Rocky, Nally, McQuarrie, and Cronin. Dutchtown will start number 3, which is Natalia Atwater. Number 2, which is Jade Anderson. 20, which is Kamaya Lewis. 33, which is Jaden Jordan. And 23, which is Kennedy Freeman. Freeman and Nally step to the center circle to get this game started. Referee tosses the ball in the air. Nally wins the tip. And Sexton controls it for the Rockets, lays it up, and misses the layup. Fight for the rebound is controlled by Freeman. Dutchtown on the run. Freeman goes up with it over Nally. No good. Jordan with the rebound. Cannot go. Sexton comes away with the steal. Sexton gets it over to Cronin. The ball is out of bounds to Dutchtown. Atwater will throw the ball in for the Bulldogs to Freeman. Freeman jumping center and running point guard, maybe. Let's see. Rockets in a 1-2-2 pressure. Atwater and Freeman work together to get it beat. Atwater got away with the walk, is able to dish it off to Anderson, who lays it up and in. Dutchtown has the first basket of the afternoon, and they lead 2-0. As Sexton finds Nally for the lay-in, and Assumption quickly ties the score. Rocky will shade Atwater to keep her going down the sideline. They look to get a trap. Atwater and Cronin do get the trap. Atwater's in trouble. We're going to time out by the coach of Dutchtown, Lamar Harris, with 7:12 left to go in the first quarter. The score is tied 2-2. We'll be right back. This is Rockets basketball. Rockets come back on the floor after the 30-second timeout by the Bulldogs. Dutchtown will inbounds the ball. Interesting, the referee put him on this side of the center circle. They'll throw it back in the backcourt to Freeman. Freeman will get it ahead to Atwater. Atwater, shots on the good, no good. Nally gets the rebound for the Rockets. She'll take it down the floor herself. Finds Reese Sexton. Rockets will set their offense against this 1-2-2 zone of Dutchtown. Sexton gives it to Rocky. Rocky looks inside, but it goes to Cronin atop the key. Left side to Sexton. Back to Cronin. Over to Rocky. Rocky tries to go to McQuarrie. Nice pass. McQuarrie decides not to shoot it. Somehow gets a pass off to Nally. Ball's deflected, and the Rockets will control it. Rocky with a 3. No good. Nally chases down the rebound, saves it to Cronin. Cronin will get it to Sexton. Sexton will shoot the 3. This one off the front of the rim. McQuarrie gets the rebound, goes up and in. 4-2 Rockets with an Abby McQuarrie put back as Freeman brings the ball down the floor for Dutchtown. Quickly gets it over to Atwater. Atwater throws it away. It'll be Assumption basketball. Rockets lead 4-2 as Taylor Ward will check in for the Bulldogs. She'll replace Atwater. Sexton, Cronin, back to Sexton, beats the timeline, gets it to McQuarrie. McQuarrie tries to go up, loses the ball, controlled by Anderson. Anderson gets it to Freeman, who finds Ward. Ward with a jump shot, no good. Nally chases down the rebound for the Rockets. Nally looks ahead and finds Cronin. Cronin comes down with it back to Nally, over to Sexton. Sexton will take the 3. This one no good. Nally fights for the rebound and knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Dutchtown basketball with 5:32 left to go in the opening quarter. Assumption leads by 2. Freeman will throw it into Anderson. Anderson turns and gets it quickly back to Freeman. Freeman cross court to Anderson, who goes cross court again to Lewis, who lays it up and in. Lewis ties the score with that layup, 4-4, 5:16 left to go in the first quarter. As Sexton will try to beat the press by herself. She does, but she carried first. Traveling call on Reese Sexton. Dutchtown will get the ball back with a chance to take the lead. As Sexton and McQuarrie go to the bench, and Harlow and Metzger check in. Anderson, dribbling high. It's going to get pressure by Maggie Metzger. Metzger forces the pass to Freeman. Freeman guarded by Cronin. Now Metzger will pick her up as Assumption's in their extended zone. Freeman's jump shot on the way, no good. Rocky can't pull down the rebound. Lewis does. Their battle's on the floor. Lewis tries to get ready. We're going to get a jump ball. No, we're going to get a foul call. What do we got? We got one referee calling a foul, one calling a jump ball. We're getting a foul on Peyton Cronin. I don't know how you call a foul there. It looked like a loose ball, but 2 girls fighting over it. But Cronin picks up the first foul of the game. 2-3 zone by the Rockets. Dutchtown to inbounds. Lewis tries to go up, cannot. Harlow comes down with the ball. She's going to push. She finds Cronin in the corner. The 3 is on the way, and it's good. Peyton Cronin gives the Rockets a 7-4 lead. Freeman back to Anderson. Anderson looks cross court to Ward. Ward turns, takes the jump shot short. Lewis can't control the rebound, and it's out of bounds to the Rockets. 4:22 remaining. Rockets lead by 3. Rockets will go 3 across as Jock and Rocky throws the ball in against this 1-2-2 pressure. Gets it into Cronin. Trap coming right away. Rocky now swings it over to Harlow. Harlow surveys the defense and gives it back to Rocky. Rocky goes ahead to Harlow. Harlow drives. Will flip it up with the left hand. She'll go to the free throw line. She's fouled. Looks like they're calling the foul on number 2, Jade Anderson. I'm not getting a whole lot of help again on the scoreboard here. Harlow will shoot 2. Drains the first one. Both teams now have 1 foul. 4:11 left in the first quarter. Harlow will look to extend the Rocket lead to 9 with this free throw. Excuse me, to 5. She does. 9-4 is our score. Rockets pressuring. Freeman will inbound to Anderson. Anderson turns and gives it quickly back to Freeman. Freeman brings the ball in the middle of the floor, goes over to Anderson. Anderson guarded closely by Cronin. She goes cross court to Ward. Ward has the ball stripped by Metzger. Ball's loose. Fighting on the floor. Metzger with a great dive for it. Freeman able to control it. Freeman drives off the glass, no good as Nally gets the rebound for the Rockets. Numbers ahead. Metzger gets the pass from Nally. Blocked, though, by Anderson. Rocky will come down for the Rockets. Harlow goes cross-court to Cronin. Cronin into Nally. Nally will go up, and they're going to call steps called. No foul called there. They're going to call a walk on Maddie Nally. 3:34 left to go. Maddie Nally gets called for a traveling and got just physically abused right there. Substitutions in the game, 32. Alicia Burf-Murphy in the game now for Anaya Duck also in the game. Ward has the ball for Dutchtown. Back to Freeman. Freeman back to Ward. Ward goes ahead. Shot is on the way, no good by Dutchtown. The rebound controlled and put back in. That is Burf-Murphy. Cronin breaks the pressure for the Rockets. Tries to flip it over to Metzger. Almost loses it out of bounds. Metzger will find Rocky. Rocky out to Cronin. Cronin will take the top of the corner 3. Top of the key 3. Drains it. Rockets now lead 12-6. 2:54 remaining in the opening quarter. Freeman goes to Ward. Back to Freeman. Ahead to Duck. Duck tries to drive baseline, throws it away. Rocky gets the steal. Nally will bring it down. Over to Cronin. Cronin has the ball stripped from her. It'll be Rocket basketball. As we see Atwater check back in the game for Dutchtown. McQuarrie comes in for Jacqueline Rocky. Maggie Metzger will throw in the ball for the Rockets against man-to-man defense. Box set coming for the Rockets. They look, they find McQuarrie. McQuarrie gets a layup. Puts it home. 14-6 is now the score, 2:32 remaining. Freeman finds Ward. Back to Freeman. Freeman brings it down, tries to throw it ahead. It's off the fingertips of Jordan. And now he will bring it down, gives it to Cronin. Cronin for three. No good. Her first miss. Cronin controls the rebound, looks to drive, finds Metzger. Metzger looks to drive, goes to McQuarrie. McQuarrie will drive and loses the ball. It's stolen by Freeman. Freeman pushes the ball down the right side. Spins, goes in the lane, off the glass, no good. Duck gets the rebound, blocked by Nally. Nally ahead to Harlow. Harlow will go out to Metzger. Metzger's going to slow down the pace a little bit. 1:43 remaining. Rockets lead by 8. First quarter of play. Metzger pulls it out. Man-to-man defense now by Dutchtown. Harlow gets the pass from McQuarrie, goes up, puts it off the glass, and lays it in. Referees are going to let him play. 16-6 is our score. Metzger gets the steal. Metzger goes up, puts it up, no good. Harlow gets the rebound, goes up, and they're going to say steps called on Lily Harlow. James will check in for Dutchtown. Sexton and Wellinghurst will come into the game, replacing Harlow and Rocky for the Rockets. Anderson also back in the game. Freeman will take a seat for Dutchtown. Anderson over to Atwater. Atwater looks to break the press. She does. Trap coming, nope. Ball's loose, stolen by Sexton. Sexton will drop it off to Cronin. Cronin's pushing the back. We're going to get an intentional foul. An intentional foul has been called with a two-handed push in the back. Cronin will go to the line to shoot two, and the Rockets will have the ball. I believe the foul was on 42 James. It may have been on 32. Regardless, Peyton has 2 free throws, and it's up and good. Only the second foul for Dutchtown. Cronin's next attempt, 1 minute exactly on the clock, is rolls around, drops. Assumption will now have the basketball. Assumption will now have the basketball underneath their own basket. They lead 18-6, 1 minute left to go. Reese Sexton will throw the ball in. Man-to-man defense coming again by Dutchtown. Wellinghurst tries to set the screen for McQuarrie. McQuarrie gets the ball in the left corner. She turns, puts the ball on the deck. We'll flip it over to Wellinghurst. Wellinghurst goes off the glass and in. 20-6 is now the score. Less than a minute to play. Anderson will bring it down the sideline. Maybe got away with a clear out on McQuarrie. Ball's out of bounds and will stay with Dutchtown with 42.6 left to go on the clock. Duck will throw the ball in for Dutchtown. Finds it James right away. It's blocked by Wellinghurst. Duck is able to come down with it, but she throws it away. It'll be Rocket basketball. 38.4 seconds left to go. Sexton will bring the ball down the floor. Rockets have a 14 lead and the ball. Cronin gets the ball, shoots the three, and it's short. Nice rebound by Maddie Reed, who will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Another really hard foul. Third foul on Dutchtown. Reed shooting two. Shot is on the way and good by Maddie Reed. Ward will check back in the game for the Bulldogs. Reed's second attempt is on the way. Short. Pulled down by James, who tries to flip to Ward. Ward's in trouble. Reed and ties her up. It'll be Dutchtown basketball. 23.6 left to go. Ward back to Anderson. Ward, though, flips it up. We're going to get off of Anderson. Sexton will throw it in for the Rockets. Or McQuarrie will throw it in as the Rockets stack. 17 seconds remaining. 17.1 to be exact. Reed gets the inbounds pass from McQuarrie. Back to McQuarrie. He drops it to Wellinghurst. Wellinghurst is going to go up strong. Misses it. Rebound to Dutchtown. Ward brings the ball down. Lets it fly. No good. James on the rebound. Blocked by Wellinghurst, but they're saying she fouled her. It's only the second Rocket foul. And James will head to the line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. 2.4 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. First attempt by James. On the way and a little long. Rockets still lead by 15. James trying to make it 14. We're going to get a substitution. Winslow will check in the game, replacing Jordan. As James gets set to take her second shot. James shoots it. Long again. Sexton gets the rebound. 1 second remaining. She lets it fly. And nails it! You gotta be kidding me. It's all going right. 24-6 is our score at the end of the first quarter as Reese Sexton just nailed a pass half-court shot. We'll be right back. This is Rockets basketball. Teams break the huddle to start the second quarter. It'll be Assumption basketball, and they also have an 18-point lead here at Palm Beach Gardens High School. Assumption versus the Dutchtown Bulldogs. Reese Sexton ending that first quarter with a very amazing half-court shot off the glass. I think she called it. McQuarrie will inbounds the ball. Sexton, Rocky, Cronin, and Alley are in the game. They find Sexton long. Ward, though, tips it away. Sexton tries to tip it to run it down. They're going to say it's off Sexton. Dutchtown basketball as Winslow will throw the ball in to Ward, who gets it over to Anderson. Ward back to Anderson. Anderson puts it on the floor. Goes to Ward. Faison will lose the ball. It'll be Assumption's basketball. McQuarrie will inbounds to Sexton. Get a timeout called by Dutchtown with 7:41 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back. This is Rockets basketball. Assumption going 4 across for their press break. McQuarrie will throw it in. Dutchtown will match up on the guards. Leave Rocky and Nally open. They'll throw it into Rocky. Rocky's content to bring it up the floor. Back to McQuarrie. Coach for Dutchtown is going to shadow the Assumption guards and put his other girls in a triangle. McQuarrie will turn. Looks for Nally. Nally rips it out of the hand. Unbelievable catch. Only to lose it to Winslow, but then McQuarrie gets it back for the Rockets, finds Nally. Nally turns. Finds McQuarrie. McQuarrie ball fake. Loses it, and we're going to get a foul called on Dutchtown. I believe the 4th foul on the Bulldogs. Sexton will inbounds for the Rockets. Ball's off the hands of Nally, but Nally runs it down. Controls herself, tries to go to Sexton. Ball's deflected by Lewis. Out of bounds to the Rockets. Lewis, one of the 3 Bulldog seniors. Sexton ball fakes. Tries to find somebody, gets it into Nally. Nally, though, on the baseline, can't do anything with it, brings it out. Nally drops it to McQuarrie. Nice pass. Off the glass, no good. Faison with the rebound for the Bulldogs. He'll bring it down. The freshman is fouled. They're staying on the floor. I believe it's on Jacqueline Rocky. Morgan Oglesby checks in for the first time for the Bulldogs. Faison will throw it long to Anderson, but it's deflected by Cronin. Out of bounds, back here to Dutchtown. Harlow and Metzger check into the game for the Rockets, replacing Cronin and Sexton. Faison over to Anderson. Anderson puts it on the right hand. She's unable to go around Harlow, so she pulls it out, sets her offense. Anderson goes right. We'll flip it up. Maybe blocked by Nally. Hard to tell. Nally's going to bring it down. Goes ahead to Harlow. Harlow back out to Nally. Nally with the long 2 is no good. Ball is ripped away by Dutchtown and finally controlled by the freshman Faison. Harlow gets the steal. She's got McQuarrie ahead. Back to Harlow. Nice pass. Lays it up and in. First basket now for the Rockets. Came at 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. 26-6 is our score. Assumption leads. Ward. Long with her layup. McQuarrie gets the rebound for the Rockets. She's going to look ahead. Finds Nally. Nally tries to lay it in, misses lay in, but she's fouled. She might have been fouled by Jacqueline Rocky. That could have been a Jacqueline Rocky foul on Maddie Nally, but they're going to call it on Dutchtown. Foul's going to be on Anderson. Nally will go to the line to shoot 2. Six minutes remaining. Nally makes the first. 21-point lead now for the Rockets. Freeman and Atwater check back in the game for the Bulldogs. Nally's next attempt hits the front of the rim but rolls in. Atwater will throw it in for the Bulldogs to Freeman. They get it ahead. Freeman will take the 3. No good. Nally battles the rebound, pulls it down for the Rockets. She looks ahead to McQuarrie. McQuarrie left side. Will bring it out, go back to Metzger. Over to Harlow. Harlow will get called for a carry. It'll be Dutchtown basketball as Kate Bale checks in the game for Abby McQuarrie. 28-6 is our score. 5:34 left to go in the first half. Atwater walks the ball up the court slowly. Two assumption guards waiting for her at half court. She decides to go head to Ward. Ward quickly double team, drives baseline, throws it up wildly, no good. Nally brings down the rebound and is fouled by Lewis. Wellinghurst will step into the game for Maddie Nally. That's the 6th foul on Dutchtown. So Assumption will be shooting the bonus the rest of the half with 5:19 left to go. Dutchtown matches up man-to-man. They decide to drop, so Jack and Rocky will get the inbounds pass and bring it down the court. Rocky gets Wellinghurst, who finds Bale. Bale ball fake, puts the shot up, no good. It's brought down by Lewis. Lewis finds Freeman. Freeman over to Atwater. Atwater spins, gets to the ball in the lane. Little runner is on the way. Nope, they're going to say she traveled. It'll be Assumption basketball. 4:51 remaining. Still 28-6. Bale will inbounds to Rocky. Bale finds Wellinghurst. Wellinghurst over to Rocky. Rocky back to Wellinghurst, who will take the jump shot. No good. Bale can't get right the rebound. Lewis does for Dutchtown. Quickly gets the ball to Freeman. Freeman will step back, take the three, misses it. Wellinghurst will bring down the rebound for the Rockets and finds Kate Bale. Bale goes to Rocky. Over to Wellinghurst. Back to Rocky. Rocky looks to drive. Flips it to Harlow. Harlow to Rocky. Rocky will take the three. Drains it. 31-6 is now the score. 4:04 left to go in this first half. Rockets lead by 25. Freeman gets it ahead to Ward. Ward puts it above her head and throws away to Metzger. Metzger goes ahead to Harlow. Harlow lays it in. 33-6 is now the score. Freeman gets it to this Lewis. Back to Freeman. Freeman with the elbow jump shot is no good. Ward skies for the rebound. Tries to go up. No good. Oglesby goes to the floor. Controls the ball and is tied up. It'll be Dutchtown basketball. 3 Bulldogs check into the game, including Anderson and Jordan and Duck, all coming back in the game. And Gandolfo checks back in the game for the Rockets. Checks in the game for the first time for the Rockets, I should say. Freeman goes up, and they're going to call a foul. Freeman trying to say she was shooting. I don't think she ever actually caught it, so it'll be on the floor. 4 team foul on the Rockets. They're going to call it Wellinghurst. Not much of a foul there, especially for how they've been calling it so far today. Duck will get it in to Anderson. Anderson's shot is no good. Harlow pulls down the rebound for the Rockets. Harlow finds Bale. Bale on the right side, left side, gets it up top to Gandolfo. Gandolfo over to Metzger. Metzger's going to drive back out to Gandolfo. Gandolfo to Bale on the left wing. Into Wellinghurst, who has the ball deflected and stolen by Anderson. Anderson down the right side will give it to Freeman. Freeman decides to drive. Is blocked by Wellinghurst. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and misses. Gets her own rebound again. Blocked by Wellinghurst. This time they're going to call Megan Wellinghurst for the foul. The 5th foul on the Rockets, and Freeman will step to the line to shoot 2. At least 2 fouls on Megan Wellinghurst. Freeman's first attempt on the way is good. 33-7 is our score, as Nally will check in for Wellinghurst. Freeman's second attempt is on the way and short. Gandolfo pulls down the rebound for the Rockets. She'll bring it down the right side. Gets it to Metzger. And the Rockets set their offense. Metzger over to Gandolfo, guarded by Freeman. Into Bale. Bale turns. Tries to go to Metzger. Metzger gets the ball to Nally. Nally will take the baseline jump shot and nail it. Nah, 35-7 is now our score. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Not really sure how the pass from Bale to Metzger made it there, but it did. Anderson will drive. Split the defenders. Is blocked by Nally. Bale will get it ahead to Gandolfo, who finds Metzger. Metzger with the ball fake. Lays it in. 2 points for Maggie Metzger. Assist to Gandolfo. Gandolfo with an assist and a rebound, making the most of her minutes. 37-7 is our score. 2:04 left to go. Anderson will shoot. No good. Nally and Harlow go for the rebound. Harlow comes down with it. Harlow's going to lead the break. She's got Metzger on one side. Metzger has the ball stripped away. And then she gets the steal. Finds Harlow. Harlow spins. Left hand. No good. Off. Looked like it could have been off a Dutchtown defender, but they're going to say that it will be Dutchtown basketball as Reed checks in for Harlow and Young checks in for Nally. So on the floor for the Rockets right now, Maggie Messer, Sydney Young, Maddie Reed, Kate Bale, and the freshman Nia Gandolfo. Anderson will bring the ball up for the Bulldogs. She's got Freeman on her right, Duck on her left, Ward in the left corner. They go over to Duck, back to Freeman. Freeman's going to take the long three. No good. Gandolfo with another rebound. Maybe got away with a walk. Ahead to Reed. Reed races down the right side, tries to split the defenders, and we're going to get a blocking foul, which will send Maddie Reed to the line to shoot one in the bonus, with the Rockets leading 37-7, a minute 17 left to go in the first half. Reed holding her stomach a little bit. #17 foul. Here's the one. And Reed will not earn the bonus. The shot is off the rim and chased down by Anderson. Anderson again. Williams on her, Freeman on her right. Gets it to Freeman. Back to Anderson. Over to Ward, who will take the three. It's going to be short. Bale decides not to touch it. It'll be Assumption basketball with 1:01 left to go. Metzger. Ahead to Reed. Reed will go cross court to Gandolfo. Gandolfo will ball fake, get the ball in the lane, pass it out to Reed. Reed will take the jump shot. No good. Young with the rebound, stolen by Freeman. Freeman, they're going to call a foul on Metzger. Kind of bailing her out there a little bit. Not much of a foul there, if anything. And they're going to say it was on the floor. Reagan Gibson and Peyton Croner are going to check in the game for the Rockets. 16 foul on the Rockets, so it's not a shooting foul. Ward will throw the ball in for the Bulldogs. Ward to Anderson. Anderson will shoot the three. It's blocked by Gandolfo. Young comes down with the rebound. She gets it to Cronin. They're going to go 33 seconds left to go. They give it to Nia Gandolfo. Nia finds Reagan Gibson. Gibson finds Metzger. Metzger's going to take the corner three. No good. Young can't control the rebound. Anderson does for the Bulldogs. Anderson's going to take the long two. Off the rim, no good. Freeman gets the rebound. Steps back three. No good. Gibson will rip down the rebound for the Rockets. Metzger. 6 seconds remain. Cronin's going to drive. Goes to Gandolfo. Gandolfo will shoot the three. No good. And that's the end of the first half. Our score is 37-7. We'll be right back. This is Rockets basketball. Final ticks run off the clock here right before halftime. Start of the third quarter, the Rockets will have the ball in a 30-point advantage over the Dutchtown Bulldogs. They will return for the second half of play with the starting lineup of Sexton, McQuarrie, Cronin, Rocky, and Nally. The Bulldogs break their huddle, come out to set up their defense with their starting lineup. Lewis, Freeman, Jordan, the three seniors, joined by Atwater and Anderson. Sexton gets it over to McQuarrie. McQuarrie pulls it and gives it to Rocky, who takes the baseline jump shot from the left side, no good. Rebounded by Freeman. Freeman looks to push. Freeman gets it in the lane, off the glass, too hard. Sexton comes down with the rebound for the Rockets. She has Cronin ahead. She decides to take it herself, and she's fouled by Atwater. First foul of the second half. Will send Reese Sexton to the line to shoot 2. The junior guard steps to the free throw line, dribbles it a couple times, flips the ball, puts it up, and short. Second attempt by Sexton is on the way and drops. Atwater brings the ball down the floor. We'll give it over to Anderson. Anderson drives, throws it up. No good, too hard. Rocky brings down the rebound for the Rockets. McQuarrie will get the outlet pass and bring the ball down the floor. She gets the ball in the lane, flips it over to Nally. Nally, ball fake. Finds Cronin. Cronin to Sexton, over to McQuarrie. McQuarrie thinks about the three, decides to drive, takes an 8-foot jump shot, no good. Rocky pulls down the rebound for the Rockets. Cronin now decides to go inside to McQuarrie. McQuarrie turns and brings it out. McQuarrie picks up her dribble, gives it to Rocky. Rocky puts the ball in the deck one time, back to McQuarrie. McQuarrie decides to drive, and we're going to foul on Jordan, and they're going to say this one was on the ground. So Sunshine will inbounds the ball underneath their own basket. That's the second team foul on Dutchtown this half, and that will get Adijah James off the bench and in the game. James will replace Jordan. 4 across the baseline in the game for the Rockets. Now they stack McQuarrie and Nally. Nally gets the inbounds pass, puts it up, no good. Doesn't get much easier, but Nally will hit that most of the time. Sexton gets the 3, no good. Nally chases down the rebound for the Rockets. Nally, guarded closely by James. Turns, looks. We'll get a charging call. Maddie Nally drops her shoulder into Freeman. Freeman held her ground, picks up the charge. First foul of the second half on the Rockets. Freeman will inbounds the ball to Anderson. Ball bounces twice. Anderson picks it up and will walk it down the floor. 6:30 left to go in the third quarter. Anderson gets it across the timeline. Races to the right side. Puts the ball hard on the deck. Tries to flip it over to Nally. She can't do it. Rocky will battle with James for the rebound. We're going to jump ball. The ball will stay with Dutchtown. The Bulldogs will inbounds the ball. Atwater finds Freeman. Freeman to the corner 3. No good. Anderson's shot is blocked by Nally, who controls the rebound for the Rockets and brings the ball down the floor. Nally ahead to McQuarrie. McQuarrie goes baseline over to Cronin. Cronin's got a wide open look at 3. Drops it. Peyton Cronin has found her shot. 41-7 is now our score. Anderson gets it across the timeline. Looks for Freeman, can't find her. Sexton guarding her closer. Anderson almost loses it. And now she'll drive. We're going to get a foul. They're going to say again, this one was on the ground, no shot. Wholesale substitutions coming for the Rockets. Second team foul on the Rockets. Harlow, Metzger, Sydney Young, Maddie Reed, and Kate Bale come to the game for the Rockets. Atwater gets it to Freeman, who takes the three, in and out. Young can't control the rebound. Lewis does control it and puts it up and in for the first basket for Dutchtown this half. Ball almost stolen by Freeman, out of bounds. 41-9 is our score with 5:24 left to go. Rockets basketball. Kate Bale will throw the ball in for Assumption. Bale gets across to Metzger. Metzger brings it back across the timeline. Metzger drives into Young. Young turns, finds Bale. Bale spins, goes off the glass, lays it up and in. Kate Bale, 2 points. 43-9 is our score. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. Anderson flips it to Freeman. Freeman will take the three. No good. Harlow rips down the rebound for the Rockets. Goes ahead to Maddie Reed. Off her fingertips. Bale tries to chase it down and does in the corner. Bale will put it on the deck. Go baseline. Has the ball stripped. Loses it temporarily. Freeman knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Assumption basketball as Ward will check into the game for the Bulldogs. Metzger will inbounds. Box set coming by the Rockets. They get it into Bale. Bale over to Harlow. Harlow to Metzger. Metzger will shoot the corner three. No good. Rebound by Harlow. Harlow loses it. Stolen by Freeman. Freeman immediately puts the ball on the deck. Switches over to her left hand. Penetrates and is fouled. And they're going to say 2 shots. Foul, I think, was on Maddie Reed. Let's see. Yep, we're going to call a foul on Maddie Reed. Freeman goes line to shoot 2. Third foul on the Rockets. Freeman's attempt is on the way and long. Second attempt for Freeman with a chance to get the Bulldogs double digits. Is on the way and no good. Ripped down by James for the rebound, and she puts it up and gives them 11 points. So 43-11 is now our score with 4:18 left to go. Metzger brings it across the timeline, finds Reed. Reed drives baseline, has the ball tipped away, and it'll be Assumption basketball as Oglesby will check into the ball game, replacing James. Bale over to Harlow. Harlow back to Metzger. Metzger looks to drive. Finds Bale. Rockets have the ball tipped away from them. It'll be Assumption basketball with 4:04 left to play. Metzger has the ball. Taylor Ward ties up Kate Bale. It's a jump ball. It'll be Assumption's ball yet again. They lose the arrow. Metzger will try yet another time. Third time's a charm here. They get to Harlow. Almost over her head. Harlow pulls it down. Drives on Ward. Gets in the lane. It tries to go up. And she will go to the line to shoot 2. 13 foul on the Bulldogs. Harlow drains her first attempt. Second attempt on the way by Harlow is no good. Freeman rips down the rebound for the Bulldogs. Freeman drives, tries to go over Reed. No good. Sydney Young can't control the rebound. It'll be Dutchtown basketball with 3:47 left to go in the third period. Atwater will inbounds. She'll have Oglesby in the corner. She sets the screen for Anderson. Long pass to Ward. Harlow tries to chase it down but can't. Ward will bring it back across the timeline. Anderson pulls it out. Goes to Ward. Over to Atwater. Corner three on the way. No good. Harlow will have the rebound for the Rockets. Harlow to Metzger. Metzger will take the long two. No good. And Atwater will get the rebound for Dutchtown. Anderson has the ball. Pass to Freeman was deflected. Freeman goes in. We're going to get a charging foul on Freeman. Sidney Young picking up the charge there. Or taking the charge for the Rockets, I should say. Lewis will check back in the game for Freeman. And Duck will come in for Atwater. Bale will inbounds to Metzger. 3:02 left to go. Assumption leads by 33. Metzger puts it in the right hand, gets across the timeline. Goes to Young, who finds Reed. Reed's going to drive. Over to Bale. Bale, baseline jump shots on the way, no good. Lewis pulls down the rebound for Dutchtown. Anderson brings the ball to the floor for the Bulldogs. Picks up her dribbles. She's pressured by Maddie Reed. Reed knocks it away. Almost comes up with the steal. Anderson's able to control it. Then throws it away to Harlow. Harlow ahead to Reed. Reed finds Bale. Bale lays it up. Ain't it good? Basket by Bale. Assist to Reed. Good hustle there by Maddie Reed. Anderson's three is on the way. No good. Lewis gets the rebound. And we're going to jump ball to Dutchtown, as Wellinghurst will check into the game for Assumption. She will replace Harlow. So Bale, Wellinghurst, Young, Metzger, and Reed in the game for the Rockets right now. Wellinghurst tips the ball away. Young gets the steal. Young brings the ball down the floor for the Rockets, gets it to Metzger. Metzger tries to drive on Duck. Over to Bale. Bale gets the ball to the free throw line. Flips it into Young. Young to Wellinghurst. Nice pass. Wellinghurst can't handle it. It's tipped out of bounds by Anderson. It'll be Rockets basketball. Faison will check back in the game for Dutchtown. 46-11 is our score. Clock runs now that Assumption has a 35-point lead. Wellinghurst gets the rebound, gets the pass, misses, has her shot blocked, and Duck comes down with the ball for Dutchtown. Duck loses it, gets it back, puts up a jump shot, no good. Young with the rebound, finds Metzger. Metzger's going to push it ahead. Less than a minute to play in the third. Reed tries to go up, loses the ball, and it's stolen by Lewis. Lewis is swinging her arm. She's got to be careful. She drives right hand, goes over Wellinghurst. It's blocked. Blocked by Wellinghurst. Gandolfo will check into the game for the Rockets, replacing Metzger with 37 seconds in running here in the third quarter. Duck goes to Faison. Faison tries to go over Gandolfo. Shot's no good. Reed pulls it down. And we'll bring it into the front court for the Rockets. 17 seconds remain. Bale over to Gandolfo. Gandolfo will drive. Back to Bale. Gandolfo. Not guarded. Will take the three and drain it. Three-pointer by Nia Gandolfo. And that's the end of the third quarter. 49-11 is our score. We'll be right back. This is Rockets basketball. Rockets break their huddle. Up by 38. It will be their ball to start the final quarter of play here. Gandolfo, Reed, Young, Wellinghurst, and Bale on the court for the Rockets. Ward, Atwater, Duck, Lewis, and Oglesby on the floor for Dutchtown. Reed will drive over to Bale. Bale turns, finds Young. Young off her hands. Duck saves it from going out of bounds and flips it over to Oglesby. Oglesby immediately gives it back to Duck. Atwater in trouble, and she walked. 7:36 now remaining. Clock will run. Assumption leads by 38. Gandolfo will be the point guard for this group. Puts it in her right hand, gets it across, finds Maddie Reed. Reed drives, tries to go up. We're going to get a jump ball as she was tied up, and it'll go to the Bulldogs. Atwater will walk the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. Guarded by Reed. Over to Duck. Atwater in the corner. Double team. Beats the double team. Goes baseline. Tries to go over Wellinghurst, but she walked with it. Young will inbounds to Gandolfo. Gandolfo puts it in her left hand back to her right. Over to Reed. Reed drives. Flips it up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Clock continues to run. 6:14 now, 6:13. Fifth foul on Dutchtown. Reed shooting two. They're going to let it run even on free throws. Shot is on the way and good. 50-11 now the score. Freeman and Anderson check back in the game. Reed's next attempt is on the way. No good. Wellinghurst comes down the rebound for the Rockets. Loses it temporarily, but collects herself. Gives it to Bale. Bale will take the three. Short. Wellinghurst tries to get in there for a rebound. They're going to call a foul on Megan Wellinghurst. Seems to me like everybody in this game can be physical except for Megan Wellinghurst. She's got the ticky-tackiest little fouls in this game when there's been some just major fouls that aren't even called. JV Rockets take off their shooting shirts and go to the scores table. They'll come in on the next step ball. Anderson drives. Blocked by Wellinghurst. Anderson again gets her own rebound. Ball is stolen by, nope, Freeman's able to control it. Gandolfo almost had a steal. Rockets settle back. Freeman, 4:56 remaining. Anderson now right side, up top to Ward. Ward will drive on Maddie Reed. She'll lose it temporarily, but they're going to call Reed for the foul. That'll be the fifth team foul on the Rockets. As Gibson, Dush, Williams, and Caston come into the ball game. Gandolfo will stay on the floor to play with this group. This is the JV starting lineup now on the floor. Lewis, 18-foot jump shot's no good. Gibson rips down the rebound for the Rockets. Here comes Williams. Williams hesitates. Tries to go to Caston, decides to pull it back out. Gibson picks up the last ball, has it taken from her by Lewis. Ahead to Ward. Ward lays it up and in. 50-13 now to score. Less than 4 minutes on the clock. Gibson finds Gandolfo on the left side. Gandolfo tries to drive, loses it temporarily. Ward comes up with a steal. Caston then tips it away. Freeman collects it. Will go up and in. Chance at a three-point play for Freeman. One shot coming for Freeman as she made the basket. 50-15 is our score. 3:24, throwing 23-22. Shot by Freeman is up and good. She completes the three-point play. Williams will bring the ball down the floor for the Rockets. Ahead to Casson. Casson tries to get around. She's going to travel with it. A lot of bumping going along. 3:05 now to play. Rockets lead by 34. Freeman will get the ball back and bring the ball up the floor for the Bulldogs. Anderson throws away. Gibson, though, touched it last. It'll be Dutchtown basketball. 2:33 on the clock now. Anderson gets the ball in the backcourt. Over to Freeman on the right side. Freeman goes to the corner. Anderson, baseline jump shot. No good. Front of the round. Gibson rips down the rebound. Almost has it taken away, and they quickly finds Amelia Casson. Casson ahead to Gandolfo. Gandolfo back to Casson. Casson into Dush. Dush turns, puts it up and in. Laney Dush scores for the Rockets. Freshman lefty. Freeman at the top. Over to Ward. Ward tries to go to the high post to Lewis. Lewis loses it. Oglesby gets the rebound. Goes back to Ward. Ward drives. Floater in the lane, no good. Caston battles the rebound. Freeman tries to get it from her. It does. Gives it over to Ward, who missed it. Two Rockets go for the rebound. Williams saves it to Casson. And Casson will bring the ball down the floor for the Rockets, who gives it to Gandolfo, left side. Gandolfo drives, flips one up, no call. Dush gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. And we're going to get Anderson will get the ball for the Bulldogs, bring it down the floor. And we're going to foul on Nia Gandolfo. 1:11, 1:10, 1:09 on the clock. Anderson will go to the line to shoot two. 52-16 is our score as the clock rolls under a minute to play. First attempt is on the way, is short. Winslow checks in the game, replacing Lewis. 43 seconds now on the clock. Shot is on the way, long. Dush with the rebound for the Rockets, finds Williams. Williams ahead to Casson. Casson tries to go into Gibson. Gibson will go over to Dush, great pass. Shot is blocked by Freeman. And foul is called on Freeman. 18 seconds. This should do it for us as Dush steps to the line to shoot two. See if they stop the clock here before the runs out. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Dush's attempt is on the way. Misses. That's the end of the ball game. Dush will not get her second attempt. 52-16 is the final score. The Rockets will play at 6 o'clock tomorrow in the 5th place game. We'll be right back. Oh, no, we'll see you tomorrow. This has been Rockets basketball.